Hello everyone! Now, right off the bat, I'd like to say that there's no such thing as a specialty pirate version of the Mercury Star Runner. This is strictly some theory crafting on my part as to why I think that this ship is the best one so far for people who wish to engage in a career in piracy and may not have a large group of friends that they can reliably play the game with, or don't have the resources of an entire org to fall back onto for help. In fact, I'm looking at this vessel as the best standalone pirate ship for someone who wishes to primarily play this game as a solo pilot, and only wants to invest in a single ship that they can use to earn all of the UEC that they're going to need to purchase any other ship you wish to acquire in-game. In reality, any ship can be a pirate ship. It's just that some of them are going to be a lot more effective at it than others. Even though the Mercury isn't being billed as a pirate ship, it could easily not only fill that role, but also has the potential to excel at it. And I'm going to go over the reasons why I think that is. First on the list of reasons why I think this ship is going to make a great standalone pirate vessel is because of its size. The Mercury is classified as a medium-sized ship, and I see this as being a huge advantage. For me, the medium-sized ship classification represents the best of both worlds when it comes to gameplay, allowing a player to fly both solo when they feel like it, or also being able to run with a manageable sized crew of people when the opportunity arises. This is going to be really important because even if you do normally run with a crew, there's going to be a lot of occasions when you'll be playing by yourself. And it's going to be a real convenience to be able to use the same ship you play solo that you also use when you're playing with your friends. It's also going to save you a lot of money if you only have to invest in a single ship that works for every occasion. Now, if you want to buy more ships and help fund the game development, then by all means, go right ahead and do so. I just think that people shouldn't feel like they have to buy different ships in order to do all the things that they want to do while we're waiting for the game to evolve more towards its final incarnation. You may not be able to use the 2 turrets if you're going to go solo, but the ship does come equipped with an unprecedented 5 medium-sized computers, which is going to be more than enough if equipped with blades to be able to automate them. Second on this list of reasons why I think this ship is going to be a good pirate ship is its versatility. There's already a lot of ships that can perform single functions within a pirate fleet, and I'm looking at ships like the Buccaneer. Now, don't get me wrong, that ship is a great complement, if not a flat-out necessary component to a pirate fleet, but as a standalone ship it can be severely lacking, especially if you want to use that ship as your primary vessel. The Cutlass Black comes really close to the Mercury's level of versatility, but the Mercury can do everything it can do, but only better, and with extra options. The only advantage the Cutlass has over it is a cheaper price tag, but of course, with a cheaper price means also less options. The Mercury can be used in a variety of roles, including scavenging, vehicle and VIP transportation, legitimate cargo hauling, smuggling, and perform lawful as well as unlawful forms of data running. This versatility allows the Mercury to not only act as a complement to a pirate fleet, but also allows it to perform equally as well on its own, both when run by a single pilot or with a full crew. And it's also going to be refreshing to be able to do a diverse amount of jobs, because in reality it just gets boring doing the same thing over and over again to earn UEC. This ship at least gives you options. Another thing to think about is once the game's criminal justice system gets revamped, players are no longer going to be flagged as simply criminal or lawful anymore. Our status will be more based on standing with specific factions, so you could be considered as a pirate scourge to a specific faction while having a perfectly amiable relationship with another. This will make it even more important as the game progresses to have a ship that can switch gears, so to speak, and be able to do jobs that are both lawful and unlawful in nature. Lastly, as a standalone pirate ship, this vessel has a lot of potential going for it. As a loadout for raiding, I'd replace the 2 forward-facing weapons with 2 fixed size 3 distortion weapons, either a DR JX3 or a Preacher distortion scattergun. I've already done some experiments with distortion weapons that you can check out in my weapons test video, and having 2 size 3 distortion cannons will be more than enough to disable a Constellation-sized vessel. This leaves the turrets for protection and doing finishing damage to the target if need be. Meanwhile, the cargo area could be used to hold a number of Gravlev bikes that are flown in by the raiding party so they can reach the target quickly and enter the ship while the Mercury provides cover fire. and keeps bombarding the target with distortion-based damage so that their shields don't recover. From there, you could take prisoners and lock them in the smuggling area, commandeer the ship, or scavenge off its best components. Another thing I like about this ship is that it hasn't been specifically labeled as a pirate ship yet, unlike most of the Drake lineup. So when you first see a Mercury coming at you, your initial impression isn't going to be to hit the panic button at the first sight of it. And these are just a few of the reasons why this ship would make an ideal choice for someone who wanted to carve out a path for themselves in the field of piracy, using only a single ship to do so. But what about you? I'm interested in hearing what you think about this. Would this be your pirate vessel of choice if you could only own one ship? Or do you have something else in mind that you think would work better? Thanks for dropping by. This is Law of the West, signing off.